Birds are chirping, sun is shining, and we got some fresh snow. For those who don't live in a snowy climate, one of the problems with snow is that it actually insulates really well. So if the ground wasn't cold enough before the snow came down, it's gonna actually keep that top of the ground from freezing. And I want the top of this ground to be frozen because I wanna go out here and dig today and run the ripper on this to bury the residue and cover up the ruts that we left from last fall. If the ground's not frozen, it could be a muddy mess. I'm not sure exactly how wet or dry it is out here, but we're about to find out. I got my true set value set so the ripper won't be too deep and the blades are going to be up. I've got my steering set to go on the line that we made last fall because we did get a couple acres of this field done. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty shallow. Must go deeper. There we go. It's working. I'm not picking up mud, but man, it looks awfully stringy. We'll see if it looks any better after I set it deeper. Now that we've made a full round here, I can see things are working for the most part. Let's check this out. It looks a lot better on the way back after I stuck it in there deeper and really got after it more. Anna, do you approve? What are you looking for? This is actually fairly dry here. There's really not a lot of mud being picked up at all, not even on my boots. You can see some of the clumps on top just from that top crust being there, which is helping the tractor carry pretty well, but overall I'd say it's doing a pretty dang good job. What do you think, Anna? Yep, sure is. Now that's a cool sight. Just seeing shiny tractors in the snow. Snow makes everything look nice. Anybody else remember that old montage song from South Park? It's a montage. I think it's time for one of those. GoPro down. I watched the cornstalk hit it and knock it off, but it just went under the ripper here. That one wasn't very old. Montage is delayed. That GoPro is MIA. I've got Becky getting another one ready right now. I'm gonna grab some flags because I got a pretty good idea of the area that it's in within a 10-foot radius. I'm pretty certain. I saw it fall off. But I want to get this done. We have to get this done today or it's going to thaw again. It might even be done by mid-afternoon if the snow gets slimy, so we got to get it done. Come back later. If it's gone, it's gone. All right, somewhere in that group of flags, there is an almost brand new GoPro that we will find later, or I'll pay Onyx to come dig for, or something. Right now, I got the trusty old GoPro. This is the only GoPro I had for 5 years. Trusty, I guess. So now it's time for an old GoPro montage. This time I tried a different location for the montage, but it's still a spring tillage montage. This field does tend to sit wetter. That's why there's more ruts in this field. It's kind of strange. It lays really wet through the middle here, and then in the back there's a gravel knob across it, and it's only 11 acres, so it's kind of strange. It's just a highly variable 11 acres right here in the driveway. I'm struggling in mud here, so I got the ripper raised way up. And all the way up. Come on. Yeah, she is wet. Uh-oh. 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 I had to stop. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, we're backing out. Not going far, not going far. I think I better put the GoPro on for you guys. Hopefully I can drive out of this. It's not pretty. Almost fell there. But you can see what happens here is, I think it's building up the frozen chunks in front of the ripper tires. Those sink in, tractor loses traction. These RTs won't get stuck deep, but they'll get stuck. Well, if I really fought it, I could probably wiggle out of here, but instead of just wrecking something, we're gonna grab a rope and a tractor and get ourselves out of here. Hi, I'm stuck. Well, the bad news is, I can't blame Jim for this one. The good news is, Dad said he just got off the phone with Mike Bloomberg, and Mikey says it should grow, so we should be all right here. Oh, that wind is raw. Anna, look, I don't like it any more than you do, but it's stuck, okay? We'll just handle this situation, we'll get it out. It's not that big a deal. Honestly, Isla would have been really mad at me if she'd have woke up and I'd have had this whole field done anyway, so she'll be all right with it. You know, so far this is a tremendously unproductive morning. So, the plan will be, Dad will bring out the air filter and the external cab filter for this thing. Then the 8260 will be done, obviously not hooked to anything. We'll grab ourselves a rope, bring this thing out there. This will pull it out, no problem. Well, I'm waiting for Dad to show up with a couple filters for that 8260 anyway. But in the meantime, our fire extinguisher inspection dude showed up. So I'm gonna grab all of our extinguishers around the farm. We've got probably 30 of them around the farm here that get inspected about every 12 months. I'll get those over to him. He'll go through those, and by the time he's done with them, he'll be out of our way. We'll be able to get that tractor out. Hopefully Dad's here. We can throw the filters in and get back to work. And yes, there is one behind the seed totes in the shop that he cannot get to. Extinguishers, all good. Thanks, John. And there is my filter delivery guy. Perfect timing. And this is where the external cab filter goes. Okay. It's time to get one of these brand new red Yankums, all dirty. One guy's got to stay in here and run the opener because we lost all of our openers. Well, we'll find something to hook it to. It's not exactly designed to be pulled on, but we're going to pull down here underneath these weights. It isn't going to wreck the frame if something does break, but we're going to loop a shackle around there and give it a yank. Pull it tight and get that shackle into the right place. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. stay right there. All right, here we go. Let's see what this rope can do. 5-4, let me know when you're ready.
Okay, I got it in third gear. I'll just kind of idle up to it and hit throttle. Ready to go? Here we go. I'm spinning a lot.
I'm plowing with the ripper. You'll have to keep going, obviously. Starting to break free. I cannot turn. That ripper is plowing so much. So we're out, but I want to show you guys what was going on, why it took so dang long back here. The RT2 tractors, when you get them in mud, they're bad for turning. They're just flat out bad. The issue I was having was the wheels on the ripper were going down more than the machine was coming up, so the tires just kept plowing and sliding on the grease. It's one of those things. But regardless, we're out. We didn't even get it that muddy.
We didn't.
If you guys are interested in checking out Yankum Ropes for yourself, there's a link in the description for that one right there. 100% made in the USA. Check them out for yourself. Plus, they're stylish, you know? Chicks dig them. I'm gonna plan on finishing off the gaps here that I left because I know that's dry enough. And then we're gonna get the heck out of here because it's just not dry enough to be out here. But Isla would be really upset with me if I finish this area off without her. I promise you, chicks dig them. Chicks like the big ones, you know, the ones you can really yank on. Your first tractor ride of 2020, are you girls excited? Yeah.
Handlebars are cool.
It's a little tougher to climb up that ladder with a cookie in one hand, huh?
Do I have to buckle up?
Nah. Girls, look what I found in my pocket. Easter candy.
Thank you.
What are the odds?
Watch out.
You girls think Anna's gonna chase us up and down for all 3 rounds here that we have left?
Yeah. Gage chases Anna. Oh, finally. Gage is running away, so now Anna is.
Oh, that looks fun.
You're fighting in the field.
Girls, are you having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah? Isla, are you excited to get all the other tractors out and get to work this spring? Rhiannon, are you gonna drive with me some this spring or not? She doesn't know. Are you being shy on camera now?
No.
No. Heads up, Anna. It's gonna hurt if it whacks you in the butt.
Did you and Anna are staring at each other?
Rhiannon, do you think I should teach you how to plant this spring?
Sure.
Sure. Look at Anna, she's having more fun than we are. It's pretty crazy how wet it's laying right through here, but yet over here, you look at what I dug just an hour ago, 2 hours ago, and it's dry. We were really wet last fall, everything was waterlogged, but we didn't freeze that deep this winter, and we really didn't have hardly any snow after Christmas, so the fields should have been draining, or the water profile should have been going down all winter. I can't imagine that we're actually very wet. We just haven't dried up yet this spring. We haven't had those warm days. I think later in this week, we should be getting some of that. I think we'll be doing some planting maybe in a week, I hope. Girls, somewhere inside those orange flags lies my almost new GoPro. We'll make your brother go out and dig for it later, huh?
Me too.
Maybe he'll find it. He'll be excited about that. Isla, we're all finished up in this field, and that means Rhiannon's gonna take us home. I got the seat moved forward for her, the handlebars are down. You ready? Okay, grab that orange knob.
Okay.
And now here, I'll help you move it. Go like this. There you go. Now to speed up, you can push that knob forward.
What knob?
The one we just moved. There you go. I'll run the throttle here. Got us? She's already, what? You're 7? Yeah. You're gonna be 8 real soon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can handle this. I don't even need to be in here.
How many times have you flipped a tractor?
I have flipped a tractor exactly 0 times. In fact, I'm trying to think here. Rhiannon, I've never even flipped a race car. Never. In 21 years, 22 years, I've flipped a couple of go-karts. I've flipped every snowmobile I've ever been on, but never a race car or a tractor.
But Daddy, you did a snowmobile and then jumped over the tractor.
I did jump over a tractor with the snowmobile, yeah. I haven't flipped that one yet. Turn that key this way. There you go. Give me 5 on that. Isla, we'll teach you next time, okay?
No, me.
You again?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, me.
Oh, you. We'll let this thing sit here and dry up a bit before we bring it in the yard. That way we track a little less mud. Waiting for Dad to get back with one more part. Jim's gonna be here soon, and then we'll finish that digger. I got a feeling I know what you guys are up to in here.
We're up to no good, that's for sure.
You want your garage door openers back, don't you?
Yes.
I don't think I've mentioned anything to the internet yet, but when I dropped my remote down there, I found out a day or two later that one of the ones he lost is also down in that same spot.
It worked fine on the Gale hanging the skid.
It did. It had thinner handles.
It was really good.
You couldn't bump it off on the Gale. Hey, there we go.
Now we got Jim stuck on.
All I know is Joey said you should be able to pull the plastic tub out.
Yeah.
Is that all this?
Yeah. 6 bolts. 3
6
there,
bolts?
3 here.
The hose fittings?
Oh, the pedals. Pedals. There. There we go.
Can we get to it now? Can we see them now?
I'll take this tin off. What that is? Boy, I don't know, guys.
All right, I got the tub held. See if you can fish it out. If you can fish the one out, maybe the other one is stuck to it. Hey guys, my delivery's here. I'm gonna need the skid loader. That figures. You gonna use the remote to open the door?
Yeah.
No remote yet. We're getting there. Got interrupted during the job. This is one of my little weekend projects. It's gonna help organize our basement. It has absolutely nothing to do with farming, but it'll make my wife happy. It worked. We got our safety stop set up here. We're gonna try pulling these now instead of lifting the cab. That one should rotate out of there now. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
2 of them?
I don't know yet.
Anyway.
Look at that. There's one. Oh, I feel it. Oh. You think there's a chance that somebody else's might be in there? We could find another one?
See if you can find another one or 2. We could use more. There's a bolt in there.
There's a nice bolt.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Maybe that's the bolt we needed for the digger for the last 3 days. If I push this button, that door should open.
Okay.
That one works.
Yep.
All right, the tub is back installed. Cab is on. We can call that job done. And we'll never drop anything in there again. Okay, it's time to finish the digger, a job that has gone on too long, and I will be very happy to get it out of this shop. Finally! A little bit of wiggling to get out of here, but not bad. Certainly a massive improvement over the shop we had 5 years ago. The shop we had 5 years ago, which we now call the race shop, because that's kind of all we do in it. It's the race shop, or the toy box, I guess you could call it. But that one's only got a 12-foot sidewall. Now it's got a 10-foot door on it since we fixed it up. So we never could get too much big machinery in it anyway. Certainly not this tractor. Well, because there's a really deep frost heave right there. We're gonna have to stay out of it for a while. Gotta do some sweeping, some shuffling, rearranging, some picking up. Then we'll get this beast moved out into the main bay. She's the cutest little helper we got, you know, right behind Jim, of course. I haven't driven this buggy for a while. Like a kitten at a milk pail, every time. There we go. Now we'll just clean up along the wall there, stack that extra seed and chemical, get this place organized. See ya, Jim. She's gonna get it all perfect. She's a little bit zigzaggy, but she does the job.